there's no trust with this team. There's no trust at all that my lobbies are not being manipulated. None. When you see how the games play out, game in, game out, lobby after lobby, all this flowchart shit of here's our prioritization when it comes to matchmaking, it means nothing. I could wipe my ass with it. Sorry, not sorry. Alright, so 9 winner circle in a row. Another sweaty lobby. How long will it take us to get a match this time? Oh, we're at 90 ping. Okay. Let's see how long we stay here. Because finding me a match quickly is the highest priority. Finding other players who have the same amount of wins as me and within the same skill gap as me, that's not as important. Not as important. Oh, we're still here? Oh, right, because matchmaking and speed to match, and that's the most important thing. Right. I got it. If I repeat that enough, I'll believe it. Back to... Sorry. Wow. I sure love how speed to match is such a high priority that when I go to play a game that I paid over $80 Canadian for, their algorithm can't get me a match. I could probably load up COD 4 on my PS3 right now and probably get a free-for-all match. It wouldn't be a full lobby, but I could get it like that. Like, what are we doing here? My matchmaking is being manipulated. This is manipulation. You cannot tell me, even though the numbers are down for active users, there's not as much interest in this game, that it takes this long to get a free-for-all lobby? Any free-for-all lobby. Any free-for-all lobby in the world. Really. Activision, Sledgehammer, whoever the F, man. You're lying through your teeth. Okay? Since I unlocked the best whatever camo, I've been playing my free-for-all. And I only get to play at night. So, right off the bat, wow, there's not that many people playing at night. It's one of the biggest franchises in the world. You're not going to put me in any type of fucking lobby. Come on. Don't fucking do that, man. Don't look me straight in the face, or the Twitter screen, or the blog post. Like, come on, man. Think we're fucking stupid? You said one thing. Oh, here we go. It'll be interesting to see, when I go back, how long that was. Like, that's unacceptable. Like, if this game was 4 years old, okay, maybe. But there's no flipping way it should take me this long to find a lobby. Shouldn't. And look at this. We have one person who's a level 49. Good for them. Let's see how many are jump shotters. Jump shot, drop shot combos. How many MCWs? Let's see how they play. Nice close match, right? Look at that. All nice and close. And they made me wait that long to make sure I was in a lobby like that. GG's to the GG's to the guys ahead of me. I'm more annoyed that one camper. Okay? They got more kills than me. They fucking went off. So, we're gonna wait that long for another lobby like that too? So much fun! Like, I don't mind close matches. Some of them are really fun, actually. What I would like in those close matches is to be able to run it back with the same people. That would be the best, because then I can challenge myself against them. I can learn against them. I can get better against them, right? Problem is I can't do that. The game tells me who I can play against. I don't get to choose who I get to play against. Wonder why that is. Because they want my engagement to be optimized. And I don't get it, because it's why they make any money from me for 2 years. They got no money from me. No time from me. Maybe a free weekend here and there. That was about it. So, I don't get it. It makes no sense to me. Because my real life example was, this is bullshit. I'm getting manipulated. I'm getting lied to. The money I paid, I'm not getting what I paid for. How am I not in a match yet? COD of World War II. I loved that. That game was my first Call of Duty that I really got into. I can get in lobbies really fast. I remember getting COD 4 on PS3. Man, not a problem. And here we still are on 78 millisecond ping. How come I get 70 millisecond ping when I can do a speed test right now on this recording and get 2 millisecond ping with my ISP? Activision? What's wrong with your servers? Where's the speed you're telling me about? Oh, but what's really happening is that your algorithm is looking at my match type, which is free-for-all. It's been the last 10 games. I only play free-for-all. Okay? I've been in the winner's circle or first place for all 10 of those games tonight. So it's taking that into consideration. So that's why these matches now, every match is going to have to be, got to be close, because that's the way he plays. What did they say? They said, we want everyone to have an opportunity for wins and losses. Let the players decide if they're going to get wins or losses. Stay the fuck out. Provide the service. Provide the servers. Make sure there's no cheaters. Update the game every month and a half or so. And get the fuck out of my lobby. Put me in a lobby. And whatever happens, happens. I absolutely loved Resistance 1, 2, 3 because of that. Uncharted 2, 3, they're amazing. Just, hey, throw us in the lobbies. Just throw us in lobbies. This is happening again, guys. Now, I'm not as frustrated because it's a weeknight. Or, sorry, no, it's not a weeknight. It's a weekend. It's Friday night, Saturday morning. So I got a little bit of time to put up with this bullshit for this $80+ game I paid for. Problem is, when I want to play on a weeknight, I finish my chore, I finish doing dishes, kids to bed, you know, family stuff all the time. I got time for an hour or so. I should be able to bang out like 6, 7 games. At this rate, I'd be lucky to get 3, 4, 5, maybe 5. If I'm lucky. And all of those games, I'm playing carbon copies of me. All the matches are like that one. Nice and close. Look at the score. Right. So top guy, 1.8. Solid. Way to go, buddy. He did good. Right? The way he played it. Next guy, 1.16. 29 was within 1 point. Top 4 were in the 20 kill range. 1.37, 1.15. Right? And then you got a couple of those other people. There we go. We finally got one. Rust by default as a small map is sweaty as fuck. Like, you have to go. And I would be kind of cool with it if I just didn't have a match a few seconds. I was down to the fucking wire. I was pushing hard for it. I'm okay pushing for matches. I really am. But every fucking time, and it takes this long to get into that type of match, like, oh, I'm really looking forward to this one. As opposed to, yeah, I'm looking forward to this. Let's go. Big change in attitude, man. So let's see if we're going to take our first L of the night here, or if we're going to, push our way through. So, yeah, 1.8. You basically say, well, the game owed me one. See how long it takes to another match? Like, the point of this is, there's no trust with this team. There's no trust at all that my lobbies are not being manipulated. None. When you see how the games play out, game in, game out, lobby after lobby, all this flowchart shit of here's our prioritization when it comes to matchmaking, it means nothing. I could wipe my ass with it. Sorry, not sorry. It feels like I'm being lied to. It feels like the game is basically saying, we want you to play in this manner or play against these type of people. There's no reward for playing better. There's no reward for that because we're consistently going to put you with people in the same skill bracket as much as we can. And then we're going to throw you a bone because we want you to feel better. Can't tell me that there's patents. They have fucking patents on this shit. And then we have this type of experience. Real world experience doesn't line up with the talking heads giving me a blog post. Fastest turnaround in a while.
Yo, why do I feel like they just took Modern Warfare 1 and 2 and just combined it all together and made it into one? I feel like I got ripped off.
Because you're talking truth, brother.
At least I ain't the only one.
I only bought this game just because I didn't buy Modern Warfare 2, I didn't buy Vanguard, and it was taking forever to get lobbies in Cold War and Call of World War 2. I wouldn't even bought Cold War if I had known. That's when I figured out about the whole matchmaking bullshit. I understand why Modern Warfare 2019 felt different than World War 2. And then Cold War felt a little bit better because it didn't have any of the fucking doors. But the matchmaking was still fucking like it. You know? Look at that, look at all this. Bitch.
We've secured the field. Mission accomplished.
Yeah, see, people left. People fucking left. Like, when you're put in these lobbies and, like, they've played well enough to be in this type of lobby, they're like, nah, this isn't good, and they fucking quit out. Do you know how many people I play against that start off in these, like, hyper-competitive lobbies, and then they quit out, and then I'm playing hyper-competitive people with, like, a dead lobby? That's even harder to deal with. It's more boring to deal with. This is not fun. It's not fun. Because if I'm in a lobby of like 4 people or 5 people, it's supposed to be 8, and we're in a map like Afghan, right? Then you get people starting to camp, or they ain't running around, and I can't quit out because it's gonna hit my win-loss, right? So it's just everything ties in to each other in a way that it just feels manipulated. It's not fun. You know, like, Near the end there, it's like, okay, sure, yeah, I got my chopper gunner. Hey, I got my turret. Okay, yay. Because I'm constantly thinking about, okay, how's the game gonna fuck me over next? How is the algorithm gonna, try and make this close or challenging? Are they gonna start spawning people nowhere near me, and then I run all over the map, only get shot in the back? Are there gonna be some suspiciously weird, like, am I getting spawn trapped? Like, right, people show up behind me. Like, how is this game going to adjust the match to make sure that the people I'm playing against have a fair opportunity? And it's so much in your head, it's hard to just relax and have fun. So I'm thinking about, everything is matchmaking now. Everything's about the algorithm. Everything's the OMM. Because I don't trust anything these developers do. Why'd you buy the game? Because there's no other decent free-for-all game out there on console. I got nothing else that I'm aware of. XDefiant ain't doing shit. Right? And when you're constantly thinking about, okay, how is the game going to, like, what's going to happen now? Instead of, hey, man, we'll see what happens, see what I get. Very different attitude, different vibe. Right? Like, okay, what's the game going to do this time? Versus, hey, man, let's see what type of lobby I get. Maybe I can meet someone cool. Right? That dude that they talked to at the very beginning, I think he left pretty damn quick. Okay. Will it put us in the same lobby? Probably will, because it's just starting. Right? And it's finally joining me down 4. We've seen that. I would have won that game, too. Like, technically I was in the winner circle, so yeah, I won the game. But I started down 4. There's a game I started down 9. Came back and got the win tonight. Which, it was, I don't know, like, once again, it's like, am I a good player? Because I came back down from that used to mean something in free-for-all. You come in late, down 5, 6, 9, 10, and you come back and get the win. That used to mean something. It was like, oh, fuck yeah, man. Ran the table. But now it's like, oh, well, I'm probably not that good. The game just probably gave me a shit lobby. Because it's making up for all the sweaty ones it gave me. See how the thinking's different? Where before you would get hyped up, you're like, fuck yeah, man, I did awesome. I feel good about that. Like, I feel confident, and that was fun. And man, that was a challenge. I can't believe I did it. Like, oh yeah, right? That's how that used to feel. And now it's like, well, the game gave it to me. I didn't do really anything. I was gonna probably win it anyway, or I was gonna do okay anyway. So cool. Big fucking difference in attitude, right? Big difference, and that's where the fun has just gotten sucked out of shit because you don't know how the game is affecting what you're doing. Does that make sense? And I've just been watching it happen way too long for it to be a tinfoil hat thing with me. Like, once I learned about it in a couple months after getting Cold War, and I found Cold War was sweaty as fuck too. I'm like, why is it like this? It wasn't like that in COD World War II. I just didn't understand it. And then once I learned about it, I'm like, okay, well, that explains Modern Warfare 2019, and I kind of get it here. At least when I go to the casino, I know my chances with the games I play. You know? At least it's obvious that, hey, it's in the house's favor, and you're gambling to get a shot and maybe get a little bit extra winnings. It's obvious. You know that going in the door. With this, it's all private. It's all, don't talk about it. The devs can't talk about it. They signed fucking NDAs around this shit. They've done interviews telling the people, saying, don't ask us about this because we can't talk about it. Come on. I'll take the casino. At least they're going to be straight to my face saying, hey, listen, the odds are in our favor, but if you want to spend some money here, there's a chance. It's like, okay. Laying our cards out on the table. Why wasn't Activision willing to do that? Oh, there we go. Took a little while, but no one wants to purchase because they're not used to it in free-for-all. One game I played on, I did pretty well. I think I was in a shit lobby. See? once again, it's like, oh, it had nothing to do with how well I played the map. It's how much the game is willing to let me win, right? Because of how the whole SBMM or EOMM thing has been handled, it has you jumping at shadows and questioning everything. All right, well, thank you, game, for giving me a nice lobby, right? And now the question is, okay, are we going to pay for it next game? Right? Are we going to get punished by getting put into a super sweaty lobby? Like, now it's taking this long. It's like, okay, wow, I had this type of game. I had a 3.75. Like, wolf. It's really taking its time to find people it really wants to put me with. You know? Like, I almost feel disappointed that the game, like, because you there's some type of syndrome for it. I don't know what it is. Like, you expect to get, I don't know, is it battered wife syndrome or something? Or it's like, I expect to be taken advantage of. And now, like, the last 2 games, like, he only was close, not because he was good, which he seldom admitted. He just played the map well, and the other guys kept feeding him. I actually should have gotten the mic and told him to fuck off. Those are the type of people where if lobbies didn't disband, I probably would have started talking with them and joking with them and stuff, because we would have been able to build a rapport and have fun with it and stay in the same lobby for a while, right? And then it would have been a fun thing. But because that's taken away, it's just simply, well, I'm here to win, and fuck those guys. And, you know, it's more cold, not as community driven. Like, I think that's the thing, isn't it? The fun just is sucked out of it. It's like, okay, it's this cold, calculated thing. Let's see how we wrapped up the night here. Good. Yeah, we want to get over 3.9, and we got over 1.6 KD. That's what we wanted. Now, is that because I'm a decent player? Or because the game's giving me a lot of these matches? I don't know. Because I don't know if I'm improving as a player, I don't know if I'm good as a player, or if I'm just here and the game decides, just give him these. You know?
Cause I've been grinding all